Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to Dracula's Revenge as Romania, where today we might be able to grab ourselves the very end of the achievement. That'll be very interesting to finally have this very interesting series over with. And I might have to be a little bit quieter here today, as it's late in my evening household, so I might go down to a low whisper if I have to, but for now I'll try to keep my voice on the relative level to where I am right now. So, we've gotten ourselves a little bit of land out of France, a little bit of, not Burgundian, Bohemian, I was going to say integration, but that's not quite what happened here. We inherited the Bohemian throne, just by chance actually. Not something I had intended nor, well, really wanted, but that's just how things are going to go here today, I suppose. Now, it appears we're going to have a couple of issues with some people around Europe. That's going to be okay for a little bit because I'm going to be spending a little bit of time dealing with rebels anyway, so that I can boost up my absolutism a little bit more. I only need the one rival for now, and we happen to have ourselves a couple of extra things here. Imperial Conquest I should have taken, but at the same time, well, I'm not sure if I really needed to take it or not, because all of this rebel sentiment or whatever is going to really improve my absolutism, actually. Because this here costs 31, which is actually kind of expensive, but it's still only at roughly, what is that, 13-12% of the usual cost, so it's pretty okay. Over here things are, they're a little bit expensive, but we'll deal with them as they come around. Now, I'm actually not going to be accepting any more cultures for a short period of time. For a couple of good reasons, I think. And we're just gonna, chillax back here. I'm actually not sure what would happen in a situation like this. I mean, people are a little bit upset, obviously. The Ottomans, very much so. I don't think Fars would join. No, they wouldn't. Shamar, they wouldn't join either. The Mamluks are upset, and that's okay. So I've upset a little bit of Europe as well. But when I checked the actual size of the coalition, I didn't think it was so bad. So I think we're okay for now, actually. Let me go and give myself, not subjects, that's not what I wanted. I wanted outraged countries. Send a couple of those guys out, and that should be fine. Over here I should swap you out for an improved relations, even if it costs us slightly more. So that I can decrease that, decrease aggressive expansion much faster. See, what we're at here is 100% improved relations, which means our aggressive expansion goes down twice as fast as usual. So, we should be having a pretty good time for now. The Ottomans and Mamluks are fighting each other, actually, so that's not an issue for us. And I could get myself a little bit more legitimacy. Ooh, I could. Or I could do it this way. Either way is pretty much fine for me. Let's get some of it this way, at least. Just a little bit of it. We don't need that much. I'll also go ahead and convert quite a few of these things. We have a long road ahead of us for conversions, so we can deal with that a little bit proactively. We can also grab our new techs, a couple more states. Not that I can really use many of them, but just as well. I guess that means I could afford to spend a little bit of Diplo, actually, because I'd like to grab some of these. Not yet, but I could. I could. As for missions, this one's no longer really needed, apparently. I was going to use it for Bohemia, but I might just use it for Byzantium if this game gets that far. Because after we revoke March, I think we'll have to wait a short period of time before we can actually annex Byzantium. It really depends. But, Byzantium actually is really kind of upset about this. Interesting. Didn't expect them to be. So it's a little odd, but oh well. We have more than enough military power to boost ourselves up pretty far, so I'm willing to use that. We also have a pretty respectable army size, but I'd like to get that a lot higher. You know what? Maybe it's a tough decision between, you know, I could accept some cultures and get fewer rebels, so I don't get to boost as much, but I also want to get myself the age bonus as well, actually, so You know, I do have to make that decision. I think I will try and go for the H bonus, actually. Because then I can go for even faster absolutism gain. Because right now I'm gaining it at a pretty decent, like, okay rate. But, might as well accept some cultures and get myself multicultural nation, boost myself up a little faster to the absolute government. But yeah, for right now, our absolutism has grown faster than it would have, I think, with absolute government. Because I think we only grabbed harsher treatment maybe 20 years ago. And so I'd say we've already gained a pretty respectable amount, and right now it's going to be fantastic as well. It's going to work out really well for us, hopefully. More conversions, of course. We're going to be converting very quickly, so rapid fire conversions, and our missionary strength guy, which makes that just a little easier. Might go ahead and actually grab that stuff from the boyars, now that I think of it. Because even if it makes them upset, I can use that military power for a couple things. I also... Ooh, this guy's pretty good, actually. He's not bad. But he doesn't really have the siege, and siege is really important for me. His fire is really solid, though. He would be better than this guy if he had the same amount of siege, but unfortunately he doesn't, and siege is what wins me wars, so... I'm just going to hold back on that one. Also, we have ourselves too many forts. Sorry, decrease all those forts. Don't need those up. Not at all. I am still wondering about this this whole Austrian thing. We'll just wait a couple of years and wait for Europe to get, well, less angry at me, obviously. And then we'll go ahead with what we can do. Number of states or minimum autonomy. I might just go for states, because our state limit should be ridiculous. Yeah, we got ourselves like 10 more states in the last few years, so... Let's grab a few more of those. We can grab one in Astrakhan, I believe. We Astrakhan grab that one, at least. Sorry about that. Anyway. Ooh, I hate this event so much. One of the worst events in the game. I can pay off the clergy, so I'm not too worried about them. But I don't want to lose their army tradition. I don't have much navy tradition to begin with, but that army tradition kind of matters a little. Speaking of navies, though, let me bring this guy back home. I think I've lost, like, most of... I didn't lose most of my navy. I think I lost one ship, actually, which is impressive for me, at least. Yeah, army tradition still don't want to lose much of that. And the burghers are hard to pay off. I think the boyars are just going to stay mad for a while, actually. We can ask for your money and give it to... Oh, no, we actually can't. I think I paid them off too soon. Yeah, I'll have to wait 5 years for that. I could do this for 5 Patriarch Authority, though. Like, I could gain 5 Patriarch Authority, which is also something I'm in the business of doing, so... I might as well get myself a bit of tax. I also don't need any of my armies up, so I don't know why I have them up. We can make a ridiculous amount of money per month now, which is great. Grab some more conversions. Really wish I could grab Defender of the Faith right now, actually. That would be great for me. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen because, well, my ruler's female, so what can you really do about that? She's actually still a really good ruler, though. Like, a 5-4-3 is respectable. In fact, my heir is so garbage, he's going to go out for a swim, and let's see if he makes it back. Fortunately, it might be a while before we ever see him again, if we do, so shame that. I'm going to claim you. Okay, so parts of Spain are getting lost, but that's not really an issue. My legitimacy is really not that good, but that's okay. Oh, my admiral's dead too. Not that we had a very good admiral, but he didn't just have to go die like that, unfortunately. Oh well. Speaking of ships, though, I thought I had a larger force limit, but I guess not. I could build, like, one of these guys, and maybe a frigate. What are my numbers, actually? Oh, we have an extra merchantman? That's okay. I'll build myself a couple of frigates, even if I go over limit, because usually, yeah, ships are not that expensive. 5 ducats a month? That's nothing. Nothing at all. These guys are actually looking like I could farm them for some absolutism. So you guys are 9, very cheap. Gotta use this while I have it, of course. The Croats are only 12. Silesians are 28. Astracani are 10. Oh, nice. Polish are 7. Gazkamuk are 12. French, 7 only. Georgian, 20. A little more expensive than I'm willing to. I'm gonna grab the cheapest ones first. And all the expensive ones are only if I'm looking like I'm gonna have a revolt. Other than that, very cheap and very good to have. 50% production efficiency. Don't really want to replace my Inquisitor for that, because we have a lot of land to be converting here. After integrating 2 whole subjects, lots of lands to integrate. Bohemian Separatists again, 30 I'm willing to spend on that, because we got that extra nobility boost. So, absolutism's looking really nice. More conversions, just like that. I could turn on the edicts, but 7 months is already cheap enough. I mean, everything's super quick to convert. Because Orthodox is a little bit broken in that regard. Look at that tolerance of the true faith. Disgusting. Look at that. Look at that thing. Come on. Disgusting. And then we also have our conversion strength, which is ridiculous. God, yeah, Orthodox is such a nice religion. Diplo rep and annexation cost, you don't say, That would have been a little more useful earlier. Do I want it still? Nah, it's only 5 years. I'm not annexing any subjects in the next 5 years, I don't think, so that's not super useful. What I do want is actually to get that larger force limit, so doing this can definitely help me out a little bit in that regard. Just for my states. Because that lowers the autonomy slightly, unless you had high autonomy, which I have the slightest feeling you might have already. Oh, I should have waited like a year and a half. Ah, it sucks. Oh well. I'll go for something like Neumark up here, which did not have high autonomy. There we go. Is that... yeah, low... okay, it's 0 autonomy, great. Good stuff. I should have, yeah, slightly larger force limit, nothing too fantastic. Also, I noticed our... not our, but our many factories actually spawned, which is great. We have one in our capital, and in the, well, de facto other capital, I guess. So they're both going to do really well. Look at that. Oof, disgusting. Constantinople's doing well as well. In fact, I think it's even worth it to do this. Make it go even faster. Maybe I can sell it to someone like Russia. Though I have the feeling they're in debt. They're always in debt, so I would not be surprised at all. You have debt. They're a great power. That doesn't tell me much. I can check in here, though. Sorry, wrong button. Let's go to score comparison. Yep, 2 loans. Beautiful. Well, I guess we can't really get much out of Russia, then. That's a shame. Let's get these guys all together in here. Could take this. Yeah, sure, why not? Might as well. Byzantium's actually starting to get a little rebellious. I might have to turn off divert trade. Or I could placate them, but nah, that's not worth much. Your max opinion of me. Why are you so rebellious? That's a good question. Other than divert trade. Is a March additional loyalist recruitment. That's weird, okay. Well, I'll disable divert trade. I'll actually revoke March for now. Which will give them a slight bonus to their rebellious phase, but that's okay. I think I have to wait 10 years to annex, don't I? Yes, I do have to wait 10 years to turn you into a... well, to turn you into my lands, I guess. And then that'll be done. How's my aggressive expansion, actually? Yeah, you guys don't really deserve to be in this coalition anymore, so... oh, jeez, this is an awful event. Strong military leadership, that doesn't seem like... that doesn't seem like anything good at all. Not for us, at least. I'm definitely not going to be losing that army tradition, though. Well, or am I? Nah, stability's much easier to get than army tradition. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is. We're gonna keep things as they are. Bring these guys over here. And... guys over here. Am I missing a ship? Did I... Oh, did I make one extra? I guess I did. Okay, that's disgusting. But oh well. I can go to Crimea, and I can get myself slightly more trade. Not willing to bet it's much, but it's something, I guess. Let's not forget about my conversions here. Let's go by unity, actually. Just so I can get a little bit extra, bring myself back to 100 real quick. Just as well, someone left. The coalition, there you go, that's one. Someone else left. I should assume more will leave really soon, actually. I can get rid of you guys. Not you, actually. Who is it? Orthodox Zealots? No. Astrakani. Okay. It's only 10 for 2 clicks on you. Silesia, still pretty strong there. Croatia is just really cheap. We can go grab Saxon as well. Gazakamuk, get rid of that. And Georgian, a little expensive, so we won't touch that. And Bohemian's actually gone down because I've accepted their culture. There we go. Oh, look at that absolutism. It's an absolutely perfect day. We're recovering our manpower, we're recovering our... well, not recovering, but we're building a massive treasury. We got money to spend everywhere. So I should. Because why not? We'll do something like that. Everything else is a little too low for the day and age we're in, so let's keep that as it is. Yeah, look at our aggressive expansion. What has it been like? Well, 10 years will bring it down by 40, actually. Well, roughly 40, so it's only been maybe 3-4 years. Maybe 5 at most. So we're doing pretty well. Also, right, what to do about those weird little stacks left behind by Bohemia? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I do have a sizable army limit. I might just turn them into full armies. Maybe I'll make a template. Hold on. 34. I don't think I need the cav anymore. I have that sort of feeling that I don't need the cav. It's 1650. What tech are we at again? Tech 21? No, tech 22 is when we don't need the cav. Right, okay. Orthodox Zealots in you, which is actually totally fine. I'll leave you to fend for yourself there. It's a shame you won't be able to survive this, but, well, maybe it's for the better. Maybe it's absolutely for the better here. At least I don't have to convert it, which is great. Just Naples. They should leave soon, I think. I don't think they'll stick around for too long. Well, probably not. Maybe? 20 a month? Maybe that's expensive. But, it's all worth it in the name of religious unity. Come on, 35. The Mamluks left. If the Ottomans leave, that's how you know the coalition is dead. So far, it's just everyone except for Naples and the Ottomans, which is odd. Wouldn't expect those guys, but, oh well. Austria and Brandenburg at war. Sweden, Norwegian conquest. Norway's still alive? Oh god, Sweden's dead. That's what's happening. Yikes. That's a rip. Okay. Austria would bring in Naples, of course, who are pretty okay with me. Actually, that's weird. Naples loves me, and yet they're still... I could royal marry them. I could ally them. Well, if I do that, that does solve this issue. They can't be in a coalition against me while allied to me, so... I'll use that to fix that. And then the Ottomans leave, obviously, because it's just one person in a coalition. Okay, beautiful. That means I can immediately break Naples' trust and invade Austria. Like, literally immediately. Move you over here. Move you guys up over to here. And Austria's already at war, meaning it should be really not that bad. Also, you like me, so I'm going to ask for a passage through you. Royal marriage from Naples, that's a shame, because I'm actually going to be breaking this alliance immediately, so... rip, but, yeah, no, that's it, just rip. That's a shame. You thought we had something good going on here? Well, you're about to, change your mind. Because you like your other ally better. You know, the one that's dying. That one. So let's, ask you for some quick military access. Let's declare war on you for cleansing of heresy, just to make it much easier on us. And let's begin. We'll go for... I guess this fort first, then we'll go for Vienne. Or Vienne, sorry, not Vienne. We'll also not do much with our Navy. Our Navy's a little bit, you know, suffering from PTSD last time. What was that, like 50 ships, or like 100 ships that tried to murder it, so... Yeah, they're not doing so well. Let's also... We still have this, right? Yes, we do, so I should be able to walk through. Is that a siege I can steal? Well, not steal per se, but I can later. Yeah, I kind of expected people to go up here. I kind of forget I own this land every now and then, so... Let me at least set them to this and do what I can here. You know, let's not be fooled. We're still fighting a decent number of men. Let's do this. Prussia, it would be great if you could actually help me with this, but I'm not going to force you to do anything, obviously. I think I will fight that, now that I think of it. Because I'm going to get a massive bonus to this fort anyway, so... Doesn't really matter. Yeah, there we go. 7% right off the bat's looking nice. Let's hope you don't try and help me with that siege, because that would be stupid. Let's give you a leader from here. Is that suicide? Probably not, right? Nah, we're fine. This just in, we are not okay. Unless Prussia comes. They might. Hold on, let me... Yeah, there we go. That's what we needed. Better trade efficiency for half cost. However, I do kind of want this, so I'm going to keep that guy. So you guys can come back over here without force march. You guys can go and siege that back down. Nope. Someone has issues. Hungarian separatist in here. But someone say La Bourde? Someone did say La Bourde. Over here. Okay, Gascony's just chilling. They're not going to do much for us, but that's okay. I'm also not going to deal with that at all. And how bad would it be if I just... This is all I really need, honestly. It's not great, but you know what? It's generally not that bad. You know, generally speaking, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. In fact, I'm probably going to take that exact peace deal. Yeah, probably. Lose a bunch of money for free? Well, thank you, game. Appreciate that. Let me also just move down here. Yeah, I felt it in the back of my head. I was like, someone's gonna come here and steal these sieges right out from under me. And I knew it. We're gonna have to wait until the end of their war. Unless miraculously, because you can't siege that with without a 1k. So you might even leave by yourself. Who knows? You guys have a Rurikovich. Okay. That's a shame. I wanted my dynasty on your throne, but I guess that's not happening. No more Draculestis across Europe, unfortunately. Big shame. In fact, I think I'll probably turn this into somewhat of an extended episode, because we're really close to finishing it off, actually. So let me, just grab these things. I only need like 38%, right? So, even though we're not even slightly there, we're doing kind of okay. Let me force march you into there. Let me also deal with a couple of these guys. Silesians are not so bad. Saxony's super cheap. Astrakhan is relatively cheap. Croatia's pretty cheap as well. Georgian separatists, a little expensive. Gazikamuk, not that expensive. French, really cheap. I think 7's actually the lowest you can go. So, that's pretty good. Their absolutism's around 50, which is... almost the same thing as taking it on like year 2, which is like almost impossible to happen anyway, so... This definitely is the faster method of grabbing yourself some absolutism if you happen to have the extra military power lying around. Speaking of military power, oh, that's the timer, but let's give it a few seconds. I'm going to see if I can finish off this episode today. If I need to get things cored in order to do this, then obviously there will be another episode. If I don't, this will be the last one, because sure, why not? Don't like how that stack's looking, to be honest with you. Can I scare you off? No, because you're like 60,000. Of course I can't scare you off. You might actually just slaughter me right here. Don't like how that looks. Indeed. Well, not really liking how that looks. Let's see if I can get him in the mountains here in Spain. Never mind, they see that I left, so they decided to go as well. Shame. So you guys are gonna take this almost definitely, unless I can somehow coerce you to leave, but I don't think I can, so I think I'll just abandon Gascony. Unfortunately. Ooh, a free stability. Whew. But 50 prestige is generally harder to come by. I think I'll take that 50 prestige. Looks like I lost my improved relations guy, which sucks. You are a inflation reduction, you are a national unrest, and you would normally be able to give me improved relations, but things aren't looking so good. So, how about I grab myself trade efficiency and upgrade you once. I could even upgrade you twice, but money's a little bit tighter right now. We just gotta make sure Austria goes down to low. I even got a claim on something, that's cool. And we should be fine. A 25 with 13 over there. I'm running away. Definitely running away. See if I can go here and bring you guys here. I should also try and take down their allies while I'm at it, but it looks like Prussia's doing their job pretty okay. Maybe I don't need your access then. I also have an extra leader too many, but kind of needed him real quick, so see if I can catch you down here as well. Bit of show superiority where I can grab it. Looks like we just grabbed that actually, so. And they just keep on Congo lining, so it just makes my job easier and easier. Now as for this, we're so close. I could probably just go for one quick siege and end the whole thing. Maybe two. Just in case. Bring you guys over there. 21? No. How about the 35% up here? God, that defensiveness is disgusting. Whew, that's gonna take forever. Unless I get it on a 35%, obviously. See if I can take you down in the woods here. Unlikely, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Also go here. I can grab this next idea. Sure, why not? And we're pretty much done, I think. I'm just gonna grab this last siege. See if I can grab some extra money while I'm at it. We should be able to win this as well. Yep, there it is. Everything done at the same time, perfectly. If we can grab Augsburg, which we can't, but if we could, make it a little easier, but that's fine. Okay, well, this pretty much concludes the series, probably. Depending on if I need to get a cord or not, so... let me make sure this is the Balkans. I'm pretty sure I only need these two things left, so... Let me check the regions, the Balkans here. With just these two provinces, and these two are part of my culture group, I believe. Yes, so I'll unify culture, and at the same time, finish the achievement. Let's check. It's gonna take like maybe up to a month of unpause time, so... Let me organize a few things. Like this. And you can go back over here. So here's the question that we're all waiting to see. Do I need to have it cored? No, apparently I don't. Well, that's Dracula's revenge, I guess. Didn't expect to get it done today, but there it is. I kind of expected this to be a, you know, don't touch anything, let things do their own thing while aggressive expansion ticks down, but we managed to scout out a good opportunity, so here we are. Dracula's revenge is complete. Thank you very much for joining me on this interesting path down from the 5-province minor in a very poor situation of Wallachia to Dracula's Revenge, Romania. So, once again, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll catch me for the next Let's Play. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a special thank you to the following patrons. In the $1 tier we have Quiet Guy, Quaggersol, Rising Runner, DLNM, and Francesco. In the $3 tier, we have Ben Greenhagen. In the $10 tier, we have Natsuki. And in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for helping to move this channel forward. You guys mean a lot to me, and I couldn't possibly thank you enough.